Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own templates for your planner, and then I'm going to be showing you also how to export a couple of ways so that you can either have like a template that's going to be set and it won't be able to move, or you can just create one that when you move these, you can move this around however you want throughout the page if you want to reuse this in different journals. But if you don't, not to worry, you just have to get started with taking a screenshot of wherever is it that you want to create your template. So let's say this is where I wanted my template to be. So what you want to do is deselect that pencil first of all, and then you want to click to make this a full page. Take a screenshot of that. And then there's two ways that you can do this. Like I said, I'm gonna use on this video Procreate, but I will be making another tutorial on how to do it with vectors, because when you work with Procreate, it is really great, but there is a really big problem. This is a raster image, and what that means is that it doesn't matter, like wherever you go ahead and draw something like your template, when you zoom in real close when you are on Procreate and then you want to write whatever it is that you want, you will be able to see the little pixels right there. So it won't be perfect when you make this in Procreate, but if this is just for personal use, I don't think it's going to be such a big problem. However, if you want this to be vectors, if you want this like a ton of people that sell their own planners, and you want these, when you zoom in, you will have a perfect line, a perfect image that won't pixelate, then you have to work with vectors. And I'm gonna have another tutorial for you guys on how to do that, but in this one we're just going to be doing it the easy way. We are just using here Procreate that I think a lot of people have already. So go ahead. Whenever I'm doing this, I really like to go into my calligraphy and just use the monoline, because it's just a line. It doesn't have any texture or anything crazy, but you can definitely go see all of the brushes right there and choose one that you like. Also, I like to work with the gray color. I don't want this to be completely black. I want this to be a little bit gray as well. So here's when your creativity really comes and you can do whatever you want. On that case, I made some bookshelves, so you will want to go ahead and draw that. Draw a line and keep your pencil in there. Don't to make a perfect line. So you will just make your line and keep pushing your pencil, and it will automatically create a nice perfect line. You can do edit shape and then move your line exactly where you want it to be, and then if you want to copy that to the other side, you can just duplicate and just move that. Now make sure that you are on a different layer. Open a new layer, and that's where you want to start working with your template. So I just want something really simple. I'm gonna go ahead and make some boxes. And if that is not a great thing for you to make, you can also just go ahead and make a rough box like this, and the same thing will happen. You can edit shape and just make a rectangle, so it's going to be perfect rectangle, and that's it. Just tap somewhere else and you will have your little box. So let's say that I want that a couple of times. I'm gonna duplicate and move it around wherever I want these. As you can see, they're a little bit bigger, so I'm just going to group everything together, and then I'm just gonna move these so that I have a little bit of space right there. So let's say that this is a template that I want. It is not perfect, it is a little bit crooked. This is just for you guys to get the idea of how to make this, but of course you can totally go ahead and measure things. You can use another template in the background, like a dotted big grid one, to guide you, and then just turn the opacity down so that you can see what you're doing, you know, and get creative with this. But this is the idea of how you can just make your own template for your planner or bullet journal. So you're gonna go into the actions tool and share it. You can share this whole thing, and what you want to do if you want to share everything together with the background of your bullet journal is you want to save it. You want this to be a PDF right here, the best quality possible, I mean depending on how much space you have, and you can directly go and copy to GoodNotes from here. I want this in this document, so make sure that GoodNotes is open and in the document where you want to import this. So you import that, and now you have this right here, and you can go ahead and write into whatever it is that you want, and you can reuse this page obviously by duplicating this. So you duplicate that and you have another one, so you can just place it in between your weeks. So if you're doing like a weekly reading kind of tracking like I am, you know, you have that, and then here you have your reviews and your stars and whatnot. Or if you just want a template because you're going to be using it in different journals, what you can do is deselect that back layer, deselect your background color so you don't have anything, you just have those rectangles and you have a clear background, and then you want to save this. And when you're saving your photo, you want to make sure that it is a PNG. If you select anything else, it will have a background, and you don't want that. You want this to don't have anything. So now you can go into your planner and add that right in there. Let me crop this to make sure that I am just selecting those rectangles that I want. You can use it right here. Place the cover of the books that you want to read, you know, and go ahead and write like the title of your book, your stars, whatever it is, little review, and just paste the cover right there. That's the idea with this. You can go anywhere you want in your planners, which is really great, and just use that. So if you just export these as the PNG without anything else, you can use it in several different planners. So that is a really easy, simple way of you to make templates. Like I said, the only bad thing about this is that, look at that, it's not the best resolution and you do have some pixels. So in my next video, I will be showing you how to create this with vectors so that you can actually export it and that it will look like, it will look more like these ones where you really don't see that pixels going on. This is another great example of one that I created. This is like a Hobonichi weekly layout kind of a thing. So if I move it around, you will see, you know, this is a little layout that I also created, and I can just use it throughout my weeks. So this took a little bit more time, but again, depending on what you want and what you need, you can do as much or as little as you want, and you can really go creative with this one.